All that.
Oh yeah, it is. I can't believe all this stuff is here. Can you see if it's in the same genre? Yes, yes. Oh, yeah. And then we wonder why it feels so high. Right? The price is good.
So you enjoy the nice warm day?
I had to put the dock equipment on this morning, and I was sweating. I said, I'm gonna take a shower before the meeting started.
Well, I did my deck yesterday. Cleaned it all off and
Did you?
redid it.
Yeah?
It was, you could even touch the floor by the time I was finishing. It's just so hot.
Test, test.
What is it,
It's the wood.
wood, yeah?
Yeah, I don't care for those.
I got the resin.
It's hot. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Our yard, we're sitting with heavy sun in the afternoon. It hits 95 to 100 many days.
Yeah.
It's not the real temperature, but that's what it is. So, and it's blistering hot. The guy next door, he did his with a plastic one there. We're not out there that much, you know, but we're out there all the time. We got a hot tub out there.
We're,
I love it.
got a fan in there, lights, and fan goes, it's just cool. In the afternoon, shady that.
I love being outside.
So I do too.
We see somebody in Florida.
Yeah.
We're down in Clearwater.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. How'd you like it?
I left, well, it was strange. We moved down there when our littlest one was 6 weeks.
Oh,
And I didn't have a job.
you must have known.
So I said, let's just, we had a house in Geyser Crest. We just built it about a year and a half. So this is in Florida. I was working for the Guardians at the time.
Really?
Get down there and I got a bank job there. She just had a baby. She felt lonely. She said, I miss my parents. Nobody
You know what? That sounds like the same story I had when I went to Dallas.
So we
Same
kept,
thing.
we kept our house down there, but in 2 years later, we went back down. Put everything in the house. And get down there and she, this time, she said, this is great. She got little kids now in school. And I said, I want to go back. She said,
Doing a lot of that, looking
"It got so
down
busy
board
for years."
for boat time.
So
Make sure everybody's
that's
saying
how we
something.
kind of got warm weather.
Real estate. It's cool in here.
Yeah. I got down there, a lot of retirees, General Motors, and all the places we were down there. And it was in the 70s. So we're coming in there every day.
After the town board votes on the resolution,
Yeah,
the
71
dedication of the roads to now and View, I'm gonna hand this up so that everybody can sign.
Okay, we have to sign it.
Yeah?
Of course, I worked in a bank.
Does it matter what pen
And
it
air
is?
conditioning house,
No.
they really are.
This is green, does that matter?
I love the color
She was
green.
home,
All right then,
and she had 2 little kids. So she
I'll make my mark for this.
What is that?
One Dallas. Went down there. For work.
I like the yard.
Stayed
Particular reason why we're here. So I like the yard, is there a particular?
I worked in
So the school
Just swing.
They last,
I think it looks nice. Maybe you're right. Good.
maybe you sign it every night. Too bad that I'm going further on the other end of
Let
that.
me turn the microphone on for that.
It spoiled me in the south. I've never been in the south. When I went to the military, I said, "Why from there?"
I
He
do
said,
like
"Well,
this
tell me
one.
right here."
So I signed it.
Live it.
I just didn't know it. I can just fill it in.
I'm the Shannon metal. So like I voted
I
Chango.
like Dallas.
Literally down. So I moved to south.
And the fact that we didn't have so
You're in Folsom Square?
At least for me, I don't know where, I don't have the patience.
Yeah.
I think it's cold in here.
I mean, it is, but I really like it. So.
My email's not working anymore. Stop working.
Who's the AV?
I told Joe the other day, sort of put my personal
His name's Clark Lyons.
address.
Yeah.
I'm gonna introduce him.
Okay.
So,
Is he here?
huh?
Is he here?
Yeah,
My phone's linked to
over there working the AV.
no Android.
Or Jen's.
Gotcha.
Oh, I think the security is put on the phone.
Didn't even. On Thursday, I get my contacts. I like to be able to see people and not just blobs. So we got a whole new system.
I got a lot of email. I just, it's constant. It's constant.
The microphone's on. We ready?
Just run around.
Good evening, everybody. Thanks for coming out tonight on this rather warm evening. I see it's that time of year today. We have some high school students back there trying to finish up their requirements for participation in government. Did you look and pick the absolute shortest agenda meeting you could possibly find? Because we'll try to drag it out for you, so you have to sit here a little longer. Anyway, we always start our meetings with a salute to the flag and a moment of silence, please. So stand if you are able. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, everybody. I want to welcome the newest member of the town family. We have Clark Lyons, who is going to take care of our AV. I think we'll expect to see a lot more improvements and a less distracted clerk doing her clerk work. So thanks, Clark, for being here.
I bet you're Jen's best friend right now, too.
First order of business is to accept the town clerk's minutes for May 4th and May 7th meetings.
So move.
Second, anybody?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Next is comments from town residents. Come to the podium and say your name.
Good evening, everybody. Supervisor Young, I did email you this afternoon. I do help solve or take steps to possibly address what I see as a major quality of life issue, and that is the terrible water problems that plague Nelson Ave Extension, Rowley Road, Saratoga Farms, and the lakefront homes on Riley and Manning Cove. And these problems are well documented. I know I am not the first person up here to speak, and I'm certainly not going to be the last. But for us and our family, it has been a nightmare since we built our house in 2016, and it is not a sustainable way to live. I don't want to bore you with the details, but it seems like every 2 or 3 months we are forced to spend thousands of dollars. Even though we have a whole house RO system that treats our water, busted pumps, destroyed water heaters, corrosive fixtures, dead trees, clogged pipes, plumber fees. In the RO system that's supposed to treat this water, the water is so bad it eats it up and we have to spend money to fix it. So I'm here tonight to check in on an opportunity. I know the easy answer is always no, but there's got to be some way to at least give me some options and give the community some options to possibly alleviate this problem. And the thing that comes to mind is the bridge project over Nelson Ave, or on Nelson Ave Extension over the Northway. We have spoken to DOT because it's right around the corner from our house, who obviously are overseeing that project. And we were told that the bridge is going to be taken down and rebuilt in the next several years. We have also spoken to the city of Saratoga Springs, and we know that there is a water main literally at the other side of the bridge in Saratoga Springs, right there. So not looking for any type of solution, but I'm just looking to see, get the ball rolling, if there's any more information from town stakeholders on the possibility of running an isolated water line during the new construction of the bridge. I know that this is common practice in other municipalities and can be done. Again, I know no is the easy answer. I know that it's too expensive is the easy answer, but I feel like I need to advocate for my part of the community down there, where it's just historically documented. Everybody has 2 or 3 wells. It's tough to sell homes. And, what can we do as citizens to get momentum on this? Do we need, community support, signatures? Will it take private funding? Is there grant money from the state or the feds? So again, I know that these are astronomical prices, but I'm coming to you folks as kind of the first step is, what can we do to explore this option? Thank you.
As far as that bridge, about a month ago, I inquired on it, and it's the end of the it's the end of the design stage, and believe it or not, I was told it was supposed to happen in '26.
It's definitely.
And that came from a very good source.
Yep.
Now, like I say, I kind of raised my eyebrows also. Regarding the water, we'll have to talk, okay? I think I talked to your wife several years back at a luncheon, and I've heard your story. I totally understand it, and as far as bringing water lines across 87, it is possible, and it comes with a big fat wallet. So we can talk
Is it,
further.
follow up with you?
Yeah, afterwards. Okay?
So it is true, you are not the only person who has talked about water in that area, and it is, you know, a critical need. Like you stated, the problem is running water lines is very expensive. As a municipality, we are eligible for grants, but again, grant money is also very competitive. So I'm interested in, you know, we can explore it. There may be another future option that might be more feasible sometime up in that area. Because like I say, most of the cost will end up being borne by the residents. And, you know, like I say, it's very expensive. So, you know, we should get together. Like I said, if you want to send something out, we can talk about it. But I don't even have any idea what the expense would be. It's a big area that you're talking about.
About
So-
$1 billion a mile.
If it's expensive, which we know it is.
That was
we wanna
10
talk
years
about
ago.
is How it's possible, if we can get a combination of, you know, different factors, grants, money from the town, and then also if we have a ton of people that are willing to pay, the private landowners.
Right.
It would just be interesting to know, like, instead of everybody always just saying, we know it's expensive,
Yep.
well, how expensive is it? And how could we do it? And what type of plan could we propose? At least that we could say to the other people on the street and in Saratoga Farms, hey, guys, we could do this and here's how much it
Yep.
would be.
Like I say, we'll talk. I don't have that information here at my hands, and I just spoke earlier. So there are options that we should talk about. So, anybody else? It's the neighborhood, I guess.
It is the neighborhood. I'm Rich's neighbor. My name's John Ballet. I reside at 5041 Nelson Avenue Extension. Thank you for letting me speak this evening. Supervisor Young, members of the board, and everyone else in the audience. I'm here again to talk about plastic reduction, plastic waste reduction. I was encouraged to see the resolution on tonight's agenda to support the Package Reduction and Recycling Infrastructure Act, also known as PREA. As you know, I presented to the board about a month ago about this bill to ask for this resolution. This bill's been developed over the past 4 years, has been approved by the New York State Senate twice, has been amended several times, including 39 recent amendments in the past few weeks to specifically address industry concerns regarding its implementation. This plastic waste reduction bill is supported by more than 70% of New York State residents and has majority support in the Assembly with 76 co-sponsors on the bill. It's also currently the most lobbied against bill in New York State with 106 registered packaging and chemical industry lobbyists trying to block it. I'm here now to encourage the town board members to adopt this resolution swiftly. Your support sends a strong message that the town of Malta seeks to reduce single-use plastic waste and additionally regards the health and welfare of our future generations above that of corporate profits. You should know that in a recently released documentary that I did not talk about in my presentation, Plastic Detox is the name of it, Dr. Shauna Swan tracks the lives of several couples who've been attempting to get pregnant, some for 2 years, 4 years, 5 years, and in one case, 10 years trying to get pregnant. In the documentary, plastics were removed from their lifestyle. The result? All 6 couples attained a pregnancy within 3 months. Perhaps more disturbing was the point Dr. Swan made that global infertility rates have increased more than 50% across the past 50 years, an increase seen by no other disease on the planet. Not considered a disease, just an ailment. A rate where viable sperm levels are trending towards 0 by 2045. I'm going to read that again because that was one of the most jarring statistics I shared with my students. A rate where viable sperm levels are trending towards 0 by 2045. This decline in fertility is heavily driven by the endocrine disrupting chemicals often used in plastics and packaging materials we handle every day. This bill does not ban all plastics. As you know, it just is focusing on packaging materials, single-use plastics like those strawberry containers, plastic spoons, and the lids and cups from fast food places. So I urge the town to support the passage of this bill, along with the organizations that have already signed on in our area, like the town of Saratoga, Pitney Community Meadow Farms, the Saratoga Lake Association, Science Teachers Association of New York State, Sustainable Saratoga, the League of Women Voters, and so many more across the state. Urge you to pass that resolution swiftly. It's nothing, it doesn't bind the town to anything. All it says is that you support the resolution and you hope that it passes in the assembly as soon as possible. Carl Hasty has brought it up for conference, which is a move in a positive direction, and he's polling his members to see who will vote yes on it, and if there's enough, they will bring it to the floor for a vote. Thank you.
Thanks, John. Anybody else? Well, you'll have another opportunity at the end of the meeting. We have a second public comment period. Next is comments from town board members and department heads, and I have a couple of things tonight, because there's a lot. First, the town of Malta has been what's called a certified local government with the State Historic Preservation Office for a number of years, and I just want to congratulate our Historic Preservation Review Commission and the town historian who have worked tirelessly over the past 6 weeks to get our information up to date so we can keep that certification. A little bit of news on the State Police Tower. I have been informed that a surveyor will be performing an archaeological survey on the site of the proposed tower. It involves hand digging pits and sifting through the materials to see if they find anything of any historic value or archaeological value, but it shouldn't be too intrusive. But if you see somebody out there doing that, it's just still part of the secret process. We have also been informed that we have been selected, related to water, for a federal community grant through Congressman Paul Tonko's office. We applied for a $3 million grant to improve and increase water storage for Malta Water District Number 1. Doesn't necessarily guarantee we'll get the full amount, but we will get awarded something. And I'm very proud to say that we were one of 20 projects selected out of nearly 100. So that was important for us. Reminder that we have a final workshop regarding our rezoning at 5 o'clock, as this workshop is to update the board and answer any questions that the board may have. After that, we'll be scheduling a public hearing and go through the whole process of all of that. And that is, if I said it, on the 21st at 5 p.m. Thursday. Also, on Wednesday, the repose of the fallen procession, there were, in 2019, when there was some construction in Lake George, they found human remains. And those remains have been being studied by the New York State Museum for the past 7 years. It was determined that they are fallen soldiers from the Continental Army. And on May 20th, on Wednesday in the morning, they will be leaving in a procession from the New York State Museum and going to where they're permanently interred in Lake George. And so we're inviting residents to please come out on the street. They'll be coming up Route 9. We anticipate them going through Malta sometime about 10:45, right? I think. So we'd like to show a good patriotic support if you want to come out and stand on the street and wave some flags. It's really kind of interesting if you want to read up about it. Well, he's got events up there, but we are also introducing Go Malta. It's an app. So we now have an app. We got a QR code there. It's also available in the App Store. There are flyers at the desk. It's part of an effort to do whatever we can to try to keep residents informed. You can enable notifications. You can go on. You can be notified about all sorts of things, community events, emergencies, planning board meetings, agendas, and things like that. So please download the app. We're all very excited about it. There also was a flyer up there. Saratoga County has instituted a new notification system for emergencies. And so there's a flyer up there and a QR code for that. That's just a notification system where you sign up for it and they will send you notifications regarding emergency situations. You can select text, voice, or email, and both of these are free. The Saratoga County program and our Go Malta app. The Saratoga County Soil and Water Conservation District is holding a tire recycling program here in the Malta Town Complex. That is June 2nd from 4 to 5:30. And pre-registration is required, and all this information is available to you on our website or in the app. How to get that part in. I don't know if it's actually on the app net yet, but it will be. As part of our initiative to try to become a climate-smart community, we are partnering with Stillwater for a repair cafe and plant sale. That's on Saturday, May 30th from 10 to 1 at the Stillwater Public Library. Like I say, we're partnering with the Stillwater Climate Smart Community Task Force, and you can take things and be shown or help how to repair them. Lamps, toasters, I don't know what else. There's a whole list of things. But bikes, things like that. And this is free, right? A free event? So, the plant sale's a sale, but, right, the repair cafe. So bring your broken stuff. I want to take a minute to congratulate Melissa Briggs on her completion of the graduation from the Saratoga County Chamber of Commerce Leadership Program. She's class of 2026. I'm getting there. I'm getting to the end here. Our offices will be closed on Memorial Day, which is 5/25, so hopefully everybody will enjoy the weekend. I want to give kudos to our parade committee. It was kind of dreary and damp, but we had a successful parade. It was a lot of fun, and everybody that came enjoyed it. I got last minute notice today that there will be road work on Dunning Street for the next couple of days. I'm not sure exactly what they're doing. They're not actually paving it yet. It's maybe Brian knows better than I do. They have a contractor that does some preparation stuff in anticipation of the paving. The paving won't be actually for a couple of more weeks, but they said 2 days. It'll be a 2-day minimal inconvenience for our residents. And last, but certainly not least, tomorrow is the statewide school budget votes. Malta residents in the Ballston Spa School District can vote here, will vote here. I don't know where they vote in Shen. So you guys, if you live in Shenandoah, you got to figure that out on your own because I have no idea. But Malta residents will vote here tomorrow. The polls are open from 7 to 9 p.m. I got through that pretty quick, right? Anything else?
I just wanted to make a quick comment. Thank you for bringing up the issue of water on Nelson Avenue Extension. I think, as you said, you're starting this point of communication. This is something that people deserve to have access to drinking water and clean water. So you shouldn't have to spend thousands of dollars every couple of months to do that. So absolutely, I think it's something that we could benefit looking into and trying to at least just nail down a number. Because if you can get a number, you can start a plan. So again, just thank you for making that comment.
All set? All right, we'll go into our action items tonight. Tonight's meeting is different than our usual. Usually at our agenda meeting, we discuss items for the following meeting, but we had a lot of action items and not too many things to discuss tonight. So this meeting's a bit of an anomaly. The first two items are related. They are to declare lead agency and refer to county planning and set public hearings for applications to add equipment by Selco Partnership doing business as Verizon Wireless to existing utility poles in town. One of them is over by Kelch Drive, down in there. The other one is up at the Marriott Fairfield. The other one is at the Stewart's headquarters. What these are they are wireless devices that attach to existing poles. I don't know how big they are, but they're just, if you want to give some brief.
Good evening. My name is Julia Monahan, and I'm with the law firm of Young Summer. We serve as regional counsel for Verizon Wireless, Selco Partnership, who are proposing the two utility poles. They're very similar, so I'll move forward as one and just highlight the differences between the two. The first proposal is in the right-of-way adjacent to 2879 State Route 9. The purpose of this antenna is to provide additional coverage and network along that like 3/4 mile stretch of US 9 to exit 13. And this proposal, the existing utility pole will be removed and replaced with a new wooden pole that's slightly taller than the existing pole. And on top of it, we will place a 24-inch canister antenna, which will provide the service. At the base of the pole, there is an equipment shelter that houses all of the required electrical equipment. There's very limited visibility to the surrounding area. It's meant to blend in with what you typically see on various utility poles. The second site is the one proposed to be on Couch Drive, so it's over by the Starbucks there. For that, the equipment is all exactly the same. It's the same antenna and it's the same equipment shelter on the base of the pole. However, we will not need to replace the utility pole in that location. The existing pole will be used. There's a need for increased coverage in those areas just due to the heavily trafficked area and public safety and things like that. So both of these will improve the coverage in those areas. Are there any questions from the board?
I do get a lot of comments about Verizon coverage, so hopefully this is an effort to really make the improvements, so.
Yes.
Let's have unless you have a question for her specifically.
Yeah, they're two very, one's just a clarifying question. These are just acting as signal boosters, basically, these 24-inch canister antennas. And then the other one is, do you know how the additional height that will be on the one up by the corporate office for Stewart's?
Yes, so it'll add about 5 feet.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, it goes from 33.8 to 38.5, and then the antenna on top brings the whole thing to 42.3.
Wonderful, thank you.
Yep.
Okay, I think we can act on these together. Again, we are declaring ourselves lead agencies for the purposes of SECRA, referring to the county planning board and setting a public hearing. And the public hearing is going to be June 1st? Yes, on June 1st. So the public hearing will be at our next meeting on June 1st. So I will entertain a motion for both of those.
So moved.
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, motion carried. So, thank you. We'll be in touch. Next, accept the dedication of roads for Mountain View Meadow Estates. This has been a process that I think we're finally ready to move forward with. Can we, I'll let Luke and Steve decide if we have everything we need.
Yeah, I just will have the record reflect that Mr. Michaels has handed up one of the outstanding items tonight. So we have received what I was looking for. We received also, he dropped off today, a original letter of credit in the amount recommended by our engineer. We've got the other paperwork signed off by the town as required. There's a complete information been provided to the town board. So I think although this is not our normal time for dedication, this started, back in September. We were unable to get things in order, before the end of the season, and have been working with Mr. Michaels to get this accomplished so he can get things moving in his subdivision.
Thanks, Steve. Yeah, I just want to say appreciate everyone's help with the town with getting to the dedication, and just hear if anyone had any questions about where we're at or the process. So
Let's have a motion and a second first, and then if you have any questions for Mr. Michaels.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, any discussion?
Yeah, regarding the letter of credit, Steve, are you happy on that?
Yeah, it conforms to the recommendations of our engineer, and Mr. Michaels and his lender were willing to work with us to get a more modern form of the letter of credit. It is automatically renewable and otherwise complies with the requirements we were looking for. one of the things that Mr. Michaels signed tonight was also this amendment to our memorandum of understanding that covers potential escalation if necessary 5 years down the road. So the concerns that were previously raised by the board have been incorporated into this approval process.
And I have discussed that at length with our town engineer, and he made some good modifications, I thought, overall. And if
I think we're in
you're
good
happy,
shape.
I'm happy too.
Yes, I'm satisfied, thanks.
Yep,
I
okay,
mean,
thank you.
Everybody has spent considerable time and effort to make sure that this is done right, so we want to thank you for your patience and your diligence. And so any other questions? With that, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Congratulations.
Supervisor, this memo, there's in it, isn't it not a typical resolution because it has a consent that's required by
It's coming down the road.
law? So, okay, just if each would execute it and
Yep.
have the record reflect that all members voted in favor
Yep.
and consented to it.
Go build some houses. There you are, Craig.
It's not gonna stay around for our signature, or?
No, we need to sign it, and then we have to get the certified resolution. Next is the resolution that Mr. Ballet was discussing. It's a resolution in support of package reduction and recycling.
So move.
Any discussion? All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, we'll get that down to where it needs to be. Hopefully, it'll get done in this session. Next, we are, the town court has requested that we establish a new bank account at the Boston Spa National Bank for, let me get back to Jen, for the courts, for one reason or another. So this is a resolution to allow them to establish a new account.
So moved?
Second?
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? This last one kind of came up a little quick. It's to appoint a temporary water distribution operator. We had a resignation in the water department, and he is the operator of record for our water department. His last day will be the 24th. Our new water superintendent does not currently have the licensure that we need. We anticipate him getting it in the first week of June, but in the meantime, we need somebody with a 2B license. So this gentleman is willing to do it. It's, his name is Mike Morrissey. He recently retired from the Village of Boston Spa as a water operator. He's someone I know well, so he's willing to step up and be our temporary water operator for a month or less.
How
So
long is that anticipated for?
as soon as Sean gets his license, which we anticipate it will be, he'll take the test on the 8th. It'll be a matter of days after that.
That quick?
So, yeah, so it's,
But you
a
have-
month or less, right. But in the meantime, between the 24th and the 8th, we need somebody with the right license. He also has offered to stay on as a temporary employee on an as-needed basis in case, Sean, if they have a particular project where they need an extra experienced hand. So it won't be necessarily weekly, but it's somebody that we can kind of call on as needed, so. A motion,
So moved?
Second?
discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Additional comments from town residents or town board or anybody? All right, then I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, so you guys picked a good meeting.